Hey everyone, I am so excited you're here. We are jumping right into something that literally affects every single one of us, every single day. We're talking about our minds, our daily habits, and yep, those glowing devices we all carry around. We're going to explore the connection between our mental health and our screen time, and more importantly, how we can actually find a healthy, happy balance.
Okay, let's dive into this. I want you to think for a second. Have you ever sat down to watch, just one quick video or play one short level of a game, and suddenly you look at the clock and bam, 2 whole hours have completely disappeared? Yeah, you are definitely not alone on that one. It happens to the absolute best of us. It's just incredibly easy to get completely absorbed in our screens.
To help us wrap our heads around how this all works, meet Jamie. Jamie's a student just like you. Jamie loves watching funny videos online, totally enjoys teaming up for some multiplayer gaming with friends after school, and uses a tablet to look up cool facts for homework. And hey, let's be super clear right from the start. Screens are not bad. No way. They are amazing tools that help us learn, stay connected, and have a ton of fun. Jamie's screen habits? Totally, completely normal.
But let's take a look at what a typical day slowly started looking like for Jamie. At 4 p.m., right after school, Jamie drops the backpack and immediately starts gaming. By 8 p.m., dinner's done and Jamie is just scrolling through social media. Then, at 10:30 p.m., when Jamie definitely should be sleeping, the tablet is still glowing under the covers for just one more video. The result? Well, at 8 a.m. the next morning, Jamie is sitting in class feeling incredibly tired, easily irritated, and just completely unfocused. Actually, Jamie even started noticing a lack of interest in things like riding bikes or playing basketball outside. Something was definitely shifting.
So, let's talk about the dopamine trap.
To really understand why Jamie was suddenly feeling so drained and stuck, we have to look at what's actually happening inside our heads. Inside your brain, there's this special chemical called dopamine. Think of dopamine as your brain's very own personal cheerleader. When you do something super enjoyable, like watching a hilarious video or finally leveling up in a game, your brain releases dopamine. And it feels great. It's like a quick little reward that tells your brain, wow, this is fun, let's do it again. And that right there is exactly why it is so incredibly hard to put the tablet down. Your brain is literally craving that happy chemical.
And this brilliantly illustrates the tricky part. Because our screens give us this super fast, easy reward over and over again, our brains start to just expect it all the time. Suddenly, normal, everyday activities like reading a book, doing your homework, or even just sitting down to have a conversation, well, they start to feel kind of boring. It's not because those things are actually boring, it's simply because your brain has gotten way too used to the super fast entertainment from the screen. Now let's look at the social media illusion. You see, the science is just one part of the story here. The other part is what we actually see on those screens. When Jamie scrolls through social media, man, it looks like everyone else is living this absolutely perfect life. But it is so important to remember that social media is just a highlight reel. It's completely full of filtered, perfectly chosen moments. People post their amazing vacations and their highest scores, right? They almost never post about failing a math test or having a really sad day. Real life is full of struggles and tough days for absolutely everyone, even if you don't see it online. And because Jamie was constantly looking at everyone else's perfect highlight reel, Jamie fell right into what we call the comparison trap. Jamie started to feel unhappy, kind of left out, and honestly believed that real life was somehow boring or just not good enough compared to what was glowing on the screen. That can be a really heavy feeling, and it's a direct hit to our mental health. Which brings us to a moment to reflect. Thankfully, Jamie reached a bit of a turning point and decided to talk to a really good friend about all these heavy feelings. And Jamie's friend shared a fantastic piece of advice for whenever we reach for our devices. Before you open an app, just ask yourself 3 quick questions. Am I learning something right now? Am I actually relaxing? Or am I just bored and swiping without even thinking? Just being mindful like that puts us right back in the driver's seat. So, the really crucial point here is this. If you ever notice that you feel tired, cranky, or totally unfocused after using a screen for a long time, don't ignore it. That is literally your brain actively talking to you. It's your brain's way of saying, hey, I've had way too many fast rewards for now. I need a break to reset. And you know what? It is perfectly normal to need that reset. Let's move to the next part and see how this builds, because now we're taking action. Knowing all of this is great, obviously, but actually doing something about it, that's where the real magic happens. Jamie decided to start with the power of 1 hour. Jamie committed to turning off all screens at least 1 hour before bedtime. Why 1 hour? Well, because the bright light from our screens actually tricks our brains into thinking it's still daytime, which completely ruins our sleep. Just giving the brain one single hour of screen-free time before bed works absolute wonders for our energy the next day. But Jamie didn't stop there. Jamie set a few simple daily screen limits just to make sure there was time for other cool things. Next, Jamie replaced that extra screen time with real-world action, getting back outside to play basketball and spending some time drawing. Finally, Jamie made it a real point to talk more with family and friends face-to-face. And guess what? These simple little steps helped Jamie's mind completely relax. And that leads to the positive outcome. Now, you might be wondering, did it actually work? I mean, making changes can be really tough, but the results here were absolutely worth it. Within just a few weeks, everything shifted. Because Jamie's brain wasn't totally exhausted from constant dopamine hits and those tricky social media comparisons, Jamie had a much better, way more positive mood. There was far more energy during the day to play and a massive improvement in focus inside the classroom. Overall, Jamie just felt happier, lighter, and so much more balanced. Everyday life became fun and exciting again. Because at the end of the day, you are in control. The absolute best part of Jamie's story is that it can totally be your story too. If you ever feel like your mind is just too busy or you're feeling overwhelmed, you have the power to reset. Let's actually do it together right now. Go ahead and sit comfortably, relax your shoulders, loosen up your face a bit, and hey, maybe even add a small smile. Now take a slow breath in through your nose. 1, 2, 3. Hold it and slowly breathe out through your mouth. 1, 2, 3. See? Just that one breath is a powerful instant reset for your amazing brain. Always, always remember that taking care of your mind is just as important as taking care of your physical body. And you don't have to make massive changes all at once to do that. Small actions make a huge difference. Taking a quick break from your screens, talking to someone you trust about your day, spending a little time playing outside, or just taking a deep breath to reset. Every single one of these choices helps you build a much healthier mind. I want to leave you with this final, really powerful thought. You are in control of your choices. You can take care of your mind. You are the one who gets to decide when to pick up the tablet, and you get to decide when to put it down and go enjoy the amazing real world around you. You have the total power to protect your mental health and find that perfect balance. So what small choice are you going to make today? Thank you so much for exploring this with me.